Ding 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 ding. Hey, train crossing, art crossing. Hey, good morning. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. Hope you're all doing well. It's Greg Mester, Agile Coach and Scrum Master, and it is Thursday? Thursday, the 19th. Cool. And it's 5:50 in the morning. And this is episode 150. So we're only 180. So we're 30 days away from doing this for 6 months. So how are you gonna have all that content? I don't know. I could talk about content all day. But anyway, I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master Agile Coach. This is 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. Hope you're all doing well today, and I hope you have a great day. And today is another PI planning day for myself, helping out another group. So I'm gonna be doing that a little bit. So I'm gonna talk some things that mentioned during that event yesterday, and I'm smiling because it's just interesting. And we're just here to talk about Agile and Scrum, practical way, and give ideas for you to get home to your family and friends with time to enjoy them and have some fun, and maybe do some projects on your own or business activities you have, and then have some fun along the way, and try not to de-stress. Try not to stress too much. And it is almost end of the week, which is awesome. It's getting cold here in Philly. Getting chilly. Cats are going crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm talking about two things today. We talked about a couple things in Agile and Scrum and some stuff going on. And just two little interesting things from yesterday. One thing I noticed that on LinkedIn, I think they flipped the metrics on me. You know, it's funny. I work in this world. Everybody's so worried about everything being perfect. And I'm like thinking, I look at my LinkedIn metrics today on the analytics side. And it was very organic, was me going out and inviting people to the channel and all. Well, suddenly, I think they flipped it and swapped my organic reach to my sponsored reach as far as activity on my channel. I don't know. I think someone's messing with the darn code, just like YouTube messed with the code the other day. We talk about Agile. I'm going to say one thing. We talk about Agile and Scrum and doing stuff that adds real value to the customer. And sometimes I really wonder what they're doing. I'm like, are you really adding value to the customer? Or are you just screwing the damn code? It's kind of what I want to know sometimes, because it's just like, what? Is this making me money? No. Is this making my life easier? No. Who came up with this idea to make my experience in using the software programs better or easier? Because I don't know if they use it. And that goes to my old show. It's like, when you write code and you're doing work, it's really good if the people in the team are customers for the actual product and they use it on the other side, so they get a feeling for how it actually works. More and more every day, I think it's really important that you get your entire organization to be customers for your product if possible. Yeah, I think so. Or at least get some customers coming to your team. Anyway, so I brought the little crossing thing, from the G scale trains. I think this might be mine now, but I think it's the right size. Because I'm doing the PI planning for SAFE, which has Agile release trains going all over the place. Anyway, a couple things I saw yesterday, and I just find it interesting just to bring to your attention, and let it sink in a little bit. I have one team, and this is not the only time I've done it. I had another organization building robots to populate data forms and stuff like that, handle processing, look for stuff, look for errors and things like that. And I got another group that they announced like they're going to do some automation stuff in the background and all. And neither one of these groups have any, quote, automated testing, right? And they all look at me strange when I go, that the code you're writing to automate this process, you can take the same code and turn it into an automated test, because you're writing it anyhow, and you just got to have fixed data, and it verifies whether or not it's processing right, and then you just run in the background all the time. And they always look at me like I'm nuts. And I'm like, no, you just tweak the code that you're writing a little bit to become an automated test suite. And they all look at me like I'm freaking nuts. And I'm like, no, I mean, you already wrote the code. You just need to set it up a little bit so that it would work. And then You can run it at night or whatever, or anytime you change code and see if you broke anything. I mean, it's really an automated test. And they don't get it. And I'm like, really? Seriously? So, I mean, you don't have to have everything in Selenium. It doesn't all have to be that way. People thinking, no, that's not the purpose. But I just find it interesting. And I talk to these people. I'm like, yeah, you're going to automate all this stuff. So you just set a gold set of data that you run through the thing and you make sure it all works. And then it calculates the right way every time. And then you go, you're done. You have your automated test suite. And I was like, oh God. So anyway, so that's just one thing. I just want to encourage developer teams who don't have automated test suites or are creating automation in the product. You just got to tweak your code a little bit and it becomes automated tests that you can run all the time. You don't have to worry about it, and it'll just run. Just something to think about. Maybe a little flag. You add a little flag, it flows an error, which I already know you already have the error, because when you do the automation process and it flags an error, you're going to go manually review it anyhow. So you already got the flag. You just got to put it somewhere. Anyway, so I find it funny how it's just like right over their head. I said, you don't get this, do you? But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. So if anybody's out there doing any automation for their back end, front end, for the customer, just think you can just tweak that a little bit and becomes an automated test suite for your product for the long term. But something to take advantage. You already wrote the code for. You just need to tweak it, and then you get another automated test suite. Think about it. So the other thing I want to talk about, just a funny thing yesterday. I go help, and I got a team that's coming over from Waterfall, first PI planning. They decided you will be an Agile team now, and you're going to do Kanban. I'm like, I look at one of the RTEs. I go, you're really doing that? You're going to make them go from Waterfall to Kanban, just right into it, right? So you understand Kanban, how it works. It's not the easiest. It's for a high performing team, and you really got to get there. It's like there's ways to do it. And they just look at me with this blank stare, and I go, oh, and by the way, I says, you know this term velocity you keep mentioning? Well, it doesn't apply to Kanban team. So they look at me like, what? I said, yeah, it doesn't apply to Kanban. And it's just funny how I was like, do you guys think about this stuff before you just do it? Right. And then it just happens. And then I have to come in. Well, I don't mind. I mean, it gives me a challenge. Like, oh my God, I'm going to fix this problem. Right. So I get these challenges every once in a while and I come in and help, which I appreciate. People, hey, Greg, go and fix it. I'm like, okay. Wish it didn't have to. But it was just funny how they're like, oh, we're going to do all these metrics and roll all this up. I said, well, you can't roll it up with all your Scrum teams because it really doesn't connect. And then the system that the organization put together just doesn't work that way either, you know. And they're just looking at me like, what? I said, no. The way they got it all hosed up. Anyway, so I just want to share that with you. It's like going right to Kanban from Waterfall. It's a tricky business, and it takes a lot of thinking and really get into, and you really got to get down deep in how you want to perform. And some people just think, oh, we'll just do it. And it just matches up. They have the different things. I said, do you understand how Kanban really works? And then you're measuring time to process stuff through and not velocity. Anyway, I just find it interesting. So that was just one of my experiences yesterday when I was helping with PI planning. The other thing I want to talk about is splitting teams for the sake of splitting teams. Okay? What do we got back here? Oh, train. There's a train back there. Surprise, surprise. I had it. They got a team. Oh, I should mute my phone. Where's my phone? I gotta mute my phone. It's gonna start beeping at me because I woke up. And then the phone knows you're awake, and then it's gonna give you all your postings. So I had this group. They have some 20 odd people on their team. They're just talking about, oh, we should split the team. And then again, this is the team that just formed into an Agile thing. They're going to split the team right away. And I'm like, okay. So I go, so my first question, which they probably were shocked that I actually did it from an Agile perspective. Excuse me. I ask, so here's a coaching question. Here's a real question. I gotta drink some water. Sorry about that. I'm dying here. Usually it doesn't help any, but it kind of does. So now I lost my voice again. It's been a rough week. Sorry about that. There's no way to mute this phone either, this microphone. I don't have a cough button. I'm not that fancy. So I ask them, they're going to split the team. I go, why do you want to split the team? I don't think they were expecting me to ask that question. Well, I'm like, what's the purpose? What are you looking to get out of splitting the team? You know, everybody's like, we got to split the team, and I'm an agile guy. They're going to make it 8 people or less. What, 3 to 9? I think it's 3 to 9 now. It's got to be 3 to 9 people in a team, and we got to do it. And I'm like, okay, so why are you splitting the team? What are you looking to gain? What's the purpose? Why are you going to do it? And so I asked the question, and they have no idea, right? So that's the part that gets me. They have no idea why they want to split the team. Now, the kicker here's the kicker that should make everybody just drop off their chairs if they're watching or listening and just laugh. So the kicker is, not only we're going to split the team, but some of the people we're going to put 50% on one of the teams, and some of them we're going to put 50% on the other team. So we're splitting the teams, but some people are going to work in both teams. Did you get that? We're going to split the team, and we're going to have some of the people on the team work on both teams. I'm like, well, then why are you splitting the team? I mean, come on. If you're gonna make half the people work 50% on one team and 50% on the other team, why are you even bother splitting the team in the first place? It doesn't make any. It just where's that? I need that graphic where the mind blows. Hi, Eddie. How you doing? Anyway, so I just thought I would share that with you, see if your mind goes right. So they're gonna split the team and make some of the people work 50% of the time on one team and 50% on the other team. And that's their logic. No, it's 6 o'clock. It is 6 o'clock. You're right, 6:02. It's time to end the show, right? All right, I got to end the show. I got to take care of the boy. I want to say, have a great day. Happy scrumming. Please like and subscribe, right, Ed? We got to like and subscribe. Hit the like button a few times. Hit the bell. You got to hit it so you can get the notifications. And I hope you're having a great day. Enjoy your day. Right, Ed? Have a nice day. Stay warm out there and have some fun. Take care. Bye.